Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond, and today we're doing monthly November readings for 2018. This is going to be for Aries. That can apply to Aries sun, moon, or rising, as well as your Venus sign. I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, because that'll give you a greater overall view of the energies that are playing into your reality during this coming month. Also keep in mind that energy is fluid, as well as time, so these energies can affect at any time, but if you're called to watch it now, it could be relevant for the month of November going into December, possibly even a little bit of October. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Before I'm pulling any cards here, I tune into your energy, and I felt tingling on my right face and in my right leg. So the right side of your body is the output side, which is associated with the divine masculine energy. I also felt it was almost as if a piercing, you know those piercings that go from your nose to your ear? It was very gypsy. I was getting a gypsy vibe, so I'm not sure who that applies to or what that's in reference to. I also felt a tingling in my crown chakra, which is the connection to source increasing. And then almost immediately after I felt that feeling, there was an image of a ram, which then transformed into a sort of satyr or devil, and feeling of pressure on my chest, or a feeling oppressed by negative energy. So it was almost as though you're going through this enlightenment, and that's kind of when your darkness will sort of rise, because when the light comes in, it sheds light on the darkness. So don't be afraid if negative things start to come up, or if negative things start to be attracted to you. Or maybe this is just something that you've been going through, but I'm feeling a lot like there is a connection to source there. There is a connection to the light. It's just going to be your choice how you move through these things, and try not to get discouraged, because this is just part of the path. It's duality, but underneath everything there's unity. Okay, so let's get into the reading. I have pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle a bit more. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite and the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. We're going to do the monthly spread like I do every month, or at least for the past 2 months, and I'll pull clarifiers if need be. Okay, so let's jump into it. Aries. Fiery energy. I think we're moving into Sagittarius right now after, I mean, we're still in Scorpio season, but I'm not an astrologer by any means, but I'm curious about it, so I'll look it up. And we're moving out of, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Uranus, moving into Sagittarius. Anywho, I encourage you guys to look up the passages and see how it affects you. So, Aries' current self. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So we have the Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak, feeling oppressed in your emotions, feeling, this can be trauma from past energy that's still affecting you. So this could be what's coming up right now as your connection to source ramps up, as you step more into the light. This could be what's coming up because it needs to be healed. So that's what I was saying. This is your current self. This is kind of the energy that you're in right now, or for the month of November. The theme of the month for Aries. The theme, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I felt, the devil. So the theme of the month is going to be for you guys to step in and do this shadow work. Scorpio season is all about shadow work. This is bringing it up to the light so that we can analyze it logically and heal it. So this is not going to be something to be afraid of. This is actually a gift being given to you. You're being given the opportunity to free yourself from these restrictions, from this oppression, from these bonds of attachment that have been weighing you down and preventing you from moving forward, that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant. So this is exactly what I was picking up on. I love when these things happen like that. So the key goal this month for Aries We have the Fool. So this is an ending and a new beginning. You have the opportunity, like I was saying this month, to really step into something new, a new energy, to allow the sun to shine on you and to take that leap of faith. And it's going to be scary, or it can be scary. It can be uncomfortable. It can be downright frightening. I know, trust me, I know. But it's what has to happen. To move forward, you really do have to trust in the light, in the love, in the unity that underlies everything, even when you're stepping into darkness. You have to trust that everything is for your greatest and highest good. So it's about not falling into fear and depression and negative thoughts and dwelling and living in that space. It's going to be about letting it go and moving forward. That's the key goal this month. So the goal is to step out of this attachment, this limitation, and step into this new beginning. And we have the Death on the bottom of the card. It's funny because as I was shuffling, these were the cards that I was seeing as I was splitting the deck. So that's obviously, this was meant to come out for you guys. Obstacle to overcome. What is the obstacle? Yeah, we have the Death card. So perfect. The obstacle is going to be this death process. It's a process of transformation. It's a process of you guys taking that leap of faith. But it's difficult because you really do have to let go of certain ways of thinking, certain ways of being. You have to step into the unknown, which is scary. You have to let go of things that aren't serving you anymore, even though you may have built a foundation around this. And it could make you feel safe in some subconscious way, but really in reality, it's not serving you. It's limiting you. And so this is going to be uncomfortable to move out of. And that's where the Death card comes in. It's completely transforming, restructuring. It is the end of the old and the beginning of the new. And in the physical sense, death can be a loss. You go through this loss of the old way of doing things, or the loss of things that you once held in esteem, but that are no longer serving you. You know that it's time to let go, but it's difficult to do so. Okay, so the major accomplishment for Aries in the month of November. Major accomplishment. We have the Hermit. So this is going to be you going within this month, Aries, to really find that inner light. There is going to be a lot of darkness, I'm feeling, but this light is within you, and you have the power to walk your path. You have this light that will show you each next step of the way. You might not see every step on the path, but you're going to have enough information to light the way a few steps ahead of you, at least, if not just one step ahead of you, which is all you really need to keep moving forward. That's where this trust and this faith is going to come in from, that Fool energy. It's going to require you to dive deep, dive really, really deep into your subconscious, into your limitations, into aspects of yourself that you didn't even associate with yourself. So this could be somebody else that is triggering you. And when you're triggered by somebody else, you have that energy within you, because we're all the collective consciousness, right? We're all one. We perceive ourselves as separate, but we're all one at the end of the day. So when something triggers you in somebody else, you push it away because you say, that's not part of me. That's not who I am. It could be this really negative energy, and you're trying to disassociate yourself from it. But by doing so, you're pushing it away or pushing it down. And it's that repression that causes this heartbreak and that causes this disruption. So it's going to be important to let that go and stand in your light, to trust yourself and move forward. That's going to be the leap of faith. So that's your major accomplishment, is this is going to give you the opportunity to find your inner light and move forward. So what to avoid? What should Aries avoid this month? That one wanted to come out. We have the Tower. So avoid resisting this change. Avoid fearing this foundation crumbling, because the Tower, people see this and they freak out because it looks very destructive, and just look at the imagery. It doesn't look like a fun time, right? But Whenever I get the Tower, I see it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to experience something new. And especially when I resist it, that's when it becomes difficult. If I follow my intuition and my guidance, the Tower moments are often pleasant and welcome. But I've found on my own journey, I'm just giving you examples here, you know, generally speaking, but I've resisted them in the past, and then the universe will step in and say, no, 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 this isn't for you. We're going to take it away, even if you don't want it taken away. So it's about following your inner guidance, which is going to be your major accomplishment, Aries. So avoid freaking out, avoid resisting, allow this to move through your life, you know, allow this energy to really transform you in a positive way. It does not have to be detrimental. You don't have to lose everything. It's just about your level of resistance. You know, two people can go through the same exact process. One of them resists and digs in their heels. One of them allows things to flow. Which one do you think is going to have a more pleasant experience? The person who resists and digs in their heels and doesn't want these things to happen, or the person who says, okay, well, it is what it is, and this is all for the experience and for my growth, so I'm just going to let it happen. Obviously, that person's going to flow much more fluidly through these scenarios, through these situations, and they'll experience things more harmoniously, more in alignment. So really trust your alignment, trust your intuition, trust yourself, your true inner self, which comes from a place of love. So what to embrace, which is basically what I was just touching on, which is perfect. We have the Ace of Cups. Oh, this reading is just spot on. I love it when the energies just make themselves very, very clear. There's no confusion. There's no beating around the bush. That's like straight to the point. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. So Ace of Cups is what to embrace. A new beginning, an opportunity for fulfillment. This is new love within you, and it's going to overflow your cup. This is you embracing this opportunity with light and with love. This is not the fear of the Tower. This is not the oppression of the devil and the Three of Swords. This is that Fool energy. This is stepping forward, and I love that it's right underneath the Fool. So I'm just seeing this pattern now as well. We have the Hermit underneath the Three of Swords. So to heal this energy, you're going to go within. We have the Tower under the Devil. So if you fall into that negative energy, this Tower is going to be destructive. But if you allow yourself to be in this Ace of Cups energy, it's going to feel more like a new beginning than anything else. So next up, we have where to find support. Right away, wow, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now that's interesting because where to find support, your whole energy here is about letting go and moving forward, and this energy is about holding on to something. Now I can read this in two ways. I can read this as holding on to your connection with Spirit and not allowing the negative to creep in, like protecting yourself. I can also see this as saving money, or setting up, I want to say safety nets in your reality. So that could be literally saving money for like a rainy day, because when this Tower thing comes in, you know, sometimes that's like your car breaks down or you have to move or something like that. It can be disruptive, but if you've got the money saved up to do it, it's not going to be such a big deal. You know what I mean? It won't be as scary because you're prepared. So I see this as being prepared. So where to find support is going to be planning and being prepared, saving and kind of covering all your bases. I will clarify that after, but I want to go into the last card, which is advice and encouragement. And that card wanted to come out. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. So the advice and encouragement is again about money and physical things. So this is going to be about finding your stability. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that. So where to find support is in your own stability. So whether this is finances, whether this is your career, whether this is just you feeling secure in your physical self, knowing that you're safe and protected is basically what I'm feeling. This could also be advice and encouragement from your mother or from an earth sign. So keep in mind, because I was seeing the ram, I know the ram is you, Aries, but it could also be an earth sign, the Capricorn, perhaps, because the devil card is here. So this could be you receiving finances or physical support, and I'm seeing on the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this could be definitely an earth sign in your reality, Capricorn, Virgo, or, oh, what's the last one? Taurus. Jeez Louise, thank you. This could be an earth sign coming into your reality this month or in the months surrounding it to support you through this change. If not that, then it's definitely you being independent and focusing on your wealth, your abundance, and harvesting what your rewards from your discipline of self. So we have the bird perched on her arm. This is representing the wildness of your nature and you taming it, and then allowing, because you've tamed that energy, you've disciplined yourself enough to be able to create this abundance and then reap the rewards of that. So this is really perfect. I think I don't really need to go into clarifiers then, because this is so to the point. This is exactly what I was picking up on. Like, I will literally show you guys my notes here. Ram, devil, feeling of pressure on the chest, which was the Three of Swords, tingling in the crown. Yeah, so I love that. I really hope that this resonated with you guys. If it didn't, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everybody. I'm picking up on so many different energies right now, but this seems to be a very clear and concise overall theme for the month of November, give or take. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information is in the description box below. Just send me an email is all I ask first. Before you send money or anything like that, just send me an email so that we can connect. We can go over what you're looking for, what your expectations are, and what best reading or treatment or session would work for you concerning what you're looking for. So and for pricing and for timing, I want to mention as well that right now I'm looking at timing, processing very quickly for readings. So if you're booking a reading with me, expect your reading within 48 hours of payment. And that is for recorded readings. And for Skype Live readings, we will set up a time. And it's usually within the week. But it's going to be based on time differences and my schedule and your schedule. So the turnaround is pretty quick, you guys. If you'd like a reading, hit me up. Because this is some intense energy to work through, but it seems to be very clear and concise. So if you guys can stay in your inner light and move forward without fear, take this leap of faith through this process, then you'll be just fine. I'm here to support you if you need me. I love you so much, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.